Mexico saw unprecedented violence in 2017, with 25,339 homicides, the worst in a single year since the government began publishing data in 1997. The rate also increased to 20.51 per 100,000 people in 2017, from 16.8 per 100,000 people in 2016, higher than the peak of the dope war in 2011 when it was 19.37 per 100,000. The cartel is mostly responsible for these crimes. Most Mexican politicians are not exempt from these unfortunate circumstances. In today's video, I'll be talking about the top 5 Mexican politicians that were taken out by the cartel. If you don't want to miss out on any detail on this topic, stay with me till the end of the video. Now, let's get right into the video. New data highlights the country's rising insecurity, but for politicians, particularly those at the local level, the closing months of 2017 and the initial months of this year were extremely devastating. Mexico's criminal gangs are taking out politicians who oppose them to gain control of the local area. Every year, thousands of people are slain in Mexico's dope war as large trafficking groups struggle for territory and control. These cartels control large swaths of the country, as well as political corruption, assassinations, and kidnappings. Trafficking gangs have executed competitors, taken out by police officers, and are also increasingly targeting politicians, particularly local leaders, since the start of the Mexican government's military-led blitz in 2006. The focus of today's video will be on politicians taken out by cartels, and the majority of the sites where these politicians were assassinated are dope-infested slums. But why do these dope traffickers choose politicians as their targets? This is merely a method employed by criminal organizations to destabilize a local authority so that they may easily carry out their heinous deeds. Before I go into the specifics, let me explain why politicians are commonly targeted. The first is that honest political people offer a direct danger to organized crime and are thus executed by the cartels. The following explanation is that certain politicians make deals to defend a specific cartel and are assassinated by a rival cartel. The last and most crucial reason is that the cartel can take out politicians to inflame the territory of a rival cartel operating in the region. I've compiled a list of 5 politicians who were assassinated by the cartel. Many political personalities have been assassinated in the previous 2 decades, but in today's video, I will discuss 5 of them. The first on my list is Hector Ariel Meisuero Munoz. Hector Ariel Meisuero Munoz was the municipal president of Namiquipa, Chihuahua, northern Mexico, and a member of the National Action Party, popularly known as Partido Acción Nacional, or PAN in Spanish. He was killed on the 14th of July 2009. That morning, on his way to his office in his SUV car, he was intercepted near the Casa Colorado community, which is on the outskirts of the rural town, by 15 men who shot him dead with AK-47 rifles. These men left his body in his SUV car. Earlier in 2008, the mayor received several death threats, which caused him to spend almost 2 months in the capital of Chihuahua, under the protection of the state government. 2 banners were placed in Ciudad Juarez and in the state capital a few hours before his death. The banner's content was messages directed against Meisuero Munoz, the state attorney general, Patricia Gonzalez, and the army. Meisuero Munoz was easily killed because the mayors of smaller towns like Namiquipa could not afford resources to take sufficient precautions, unlike the mayors of the state's large cities. The latter is protected by a 24-hour security detail and are driven in bulletproof vehicles. Next on my list is Nicolas Leon Hernandez. In this municipality, Nicolas Leon Hernandez served as interim mayor twice. He was a member of the Institutional Revolutionary Party, often known in Spanish as the Partido Revolucionario Institucional, or PRI. The PRI politician served as a municipal trustee in the administration of Rogaciano Morales Reyes from 1984 to 1986, eventually becoming interim municipal president. Hernandez went missing on Monday, March 30, 2009. His corpse was discovered the next week on a roadway that links the urban area to the freeway. Hernandez was not the first in that region to be executed. The bodies of 6 additional people were discovered, executed the next week in the same region. The previous mayor was assassinated with a bullet to the head. The former mayor is believed to have been shot with a gun that ended his life in the same spot. where the gun was discovered. Leon Hernandez's body was discovered half naked with a sack over his head. Leon Hernandez would have been picked up at his private home's doors, with his location unknown until the morning of Friday, April 2, 2009, when his death was disclosed. The next politician we'll be talking about is Fernando Puron. Fernando Puron, a member of the PRI political party, died on June 8, 2018 after ending an election discussion with his opponent, congressional candidates in Piedras Negras, Mexico. One of Puron's followers approached him and requested him to join him for a selfie. A bearded shooter approached the couple from behind and shot Puron in the head as he posed for the photograph outside the theater. Puron joins a lengthy list of politicians assassinated by the cartel in Mexico. It's still unknown why Puron was assassinated. During his stint as mayor of Piedras Negras, however, he got multiple death threats, prompting him to beef up his security by continually keeping at least 10 bodyguards about him. During his tenure, he was claimed to have aroused the wrath of the city's major crime syndicate, the brutally merciless Zetas. Is it conceivable that they were the ones who took him out? That is yet uncertain. Puron had sworn to defy organized crime again during the discussion immediately before his death. According to the publication, Vanguardia, you go on criminally head-on. You don't fear it. You name it for what it is. He added, unfortunately, not everyone in power does their job. Some even collude with criminals. Puron was going to pose a severe danger to dealers and smugglers. The fourth politician on my list is Erik Juarez Blanquet. Erik Juarez Blanquet, a municipal representative and member of the Party of the Democratic Revolution, Partido de la Revolución Democrática, or PRD. Blanquet was slain on Morelos Norte Avenue, which runs along the Chiquito River. According to early information, the local legislator died after being shot at least 5 times aboard the vehicle in which he was a co-pilot. The perpetrator of the crime was riding as a passenger on a motorbike when he shot the politician from a distance. The hitman and his accomplice escaped right away, abandoning the motorbike, 2 helmets, and clothes less than a kilometer from the crime scene. Erik Juarez was elected deputy using the multinominal approach advocated by the Democratic Revolutionary Party, or PRD. He resigned from that party the year before his death, and there were rumors of his return to the party in early 2020, but he died before he could do so. The last name on my list of politicians taken out by the cartel is Altamirano Gonzalo Elias Zopiyactle. Altamirano Gonzalo Elias Zopiyactle, 48, was the municipal president of Mixtla de Altamirano from 2005 until 2007. By April 2, 2021, his corpse was discovered mutilated on the side of the Orizaba-Zongolica Federal Highway. His corpse, according to sources, was mutilated. On April 3rd in the afternoon, it was stated that the dismembered body discovered last Friday in Zongolica belonged to the former mayor of Mixtla, both Veracruz territory. The culprits were recognized as the criminal organization Miao, and they signed narco mensajes next to the body. The discovery was most likely made at 8 a.m. after neighbors notified authorities of limbs scattered along the side of the Orizaba-Zongolica highway, near the border of Los Reyes and at the peak of La Pluma. The police were immediately mobilized, and when they arrived at the scene, they discovered a naked and dismembered body, as well as a black bag and a yellow card with a handwritten message next to a fence. This goes to all the extortionists and kidnappers. We are going for you. Sierra Compradito Mezhua and your elite group, like your salesman Omar Garca, Santa Mara, Humberto Zavaleta, and Chacas. Stop charging for the sale of coke. This is only the beginning, ate. The beginning of the card stated, meow. Thank you for staying with me till the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and share the video with friends and family. You can leave your questions and thoughts in the comment section below, and I will respond as soon as I can. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when we add new videos in the future. Thank you, and bye for now.